So on the Mac, it's something different. So let's open Pro Tools and then let's check out the path to get rid of this error message. So it's going to be the same error message on the PC. It's going to say East West Opus, the license isn't activated. So here we go. All right. So what I'm going to do, you could quit this and keep going. The cool thing about Pro Tools is it'll put it in the plugins unused folder, and this won't happen again. But if it doesn't, and that's what we're going to do. Instead of deleting it, we're just going to put it in the unused folder for now, because I'm going to reinstall my East West Opus. So I'm going to force quit this, okay? So I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to force it to quit. We're not going to even waste time trying to open it. Here is the path to deal with this issue on a Mac, Pro Tools on a Mac. So, your hard drive, okay? Then you got to come to library, okay? Now, from here, you want to go to application support, okay? So application support, come down to Avid, then audio. Now here's that plugins unused folder that Pro Tools will put the failed units in. All we're gonna do is we're just gonna, instead of Pro Tools doing it, we're gonna do it. But this is where you would come to actually delete the plugin if you don't ever want to use it and you want that message to stop. You would come here to the plugins folder, and just like on the PC, you'd see these plugs. So we're gonna come down and find Opus. Let's see, Opus right here. Now we're just gonna move it to the unused folder because I'm gonna reinstall, I'm gonna put this back on my computer. So you'll get this to ask you to make sure this is what you wanna do. Okay, so we're gonna close this. Now, when I open Pro Tools, that error shouldn't come up. Pro Tools should just open right up. And there we go. Okay, so it's ready to go. So if I wanted to choose whatever I want to choose, it's ready to go. Let's say I want to open up my mix template I created. It's telling me that's already a name. So let's say I'm gonna call it 2. Opens up, no problem. It's ready to roll. So let's exit out of Pro Tools. Now, here's where it gets, again, just like the PC, the paths to deal with Avid, Pro Tools is a little different. So let's open up Cubase, and that same plugin is gonna fail. Even though we fixed it, and for Pro Tools, it's still gonna be an error in Cubase because Avid has their own, technology, which is AAX, okay? We're talking about VST, what is this? We're talking about VST plugins now. So that plugin, here we go, is a VST plugin as well. AAX, VST, actually the newer technology, just like over here, VST3. All right, so here's the error. Same plugin. Man, I got rid of it on Pro Tools. It's still giving me an error on Studio One and Cubase and all that. So this is what you gotta do. Same thing, let's force quit this. That's why I got that box before, because I'm screwing around with this stuff. I'm making it fail on purpose, just to show you this. So let's force quit this. Now, for VST3 stuff, man, you gotta come to your hard drive, right? I gotta remember this path. It's library. Let me move this over here. It's audio, plugins, VST3, okay? So let's come down here. Here's Opus right here, VST3. So we're just gonna move it to the trash for now. I'll go back and get it. Oh, wait. Make sure you don't delete the wrong thing. Okay, so we deleted that out of the VST3 folder. So let's go back to Cubase. Now when we open Cubase, we shouldn't see that error. And you shouldn't see it in Studio One and anything else. This is not really an error. This is, I don't know, me screwing around. It's just asking me if I want to load it in safe mode. So I'm gonna skip that. Let's just move on. But we're not gonna see that error. That's because I forced it to quit the last couple of times. So you'll get that. It thinks something's wrong. Now it's just asking me to verify my audio interface, which is the PreSonus Studio 1824. So okay, let's go. So here we go. You know, so Pro Tools, Cubase is ready to roll. We good. No errors. Now if I close this out properly and start it again, you won't see all that what you just saw. So okay, and I'm going to prove that to you. So let me close it properly. So let's open up Cubase again. We should see no errors, no boxes, no nothing. It should just come right up because everything is running properly now. We didn't force nothing to quit, none of that. So there we go, okay? So that's Cubase. Now, errors in Logic. Now here we go. That's a totally different path, okay? So we got failed audio units or whatever in Logic. So let's open up Logic. You are using incompatible audio units right off the bat. All right, so it's asking me to start the plugin manager and all of that. It's just like Avid, it'll let you do that, and then, you know, sometimes it'll let you disable these and you can keep going. We're not gonna do it, we're gonna get rid of them. So I'm gonna force this to quit, just like, you know, Cubase and Pro Tools. I'm gonna come up here and do it. Force quit. Now for Logic, you gotta come to your hard drive, just like the other two DAWs. You gotta come to Library. You're looking for a components folder, but now not this one here, not this one. That's not, because there's nothing there. You wanna come to your hard drive, Libraries, and you wanna come to Audio, okay? Then you wanna come down to Plugins. And here's the components folder you're looking for. So components, and I already know what the plugins are. It's like 5 of them. So they're all from the same company. So it's this one, sorry, it's not Omnisphere. It's this one, that one, this one, and there's 2 up here. Big Bang something. Right here. Okay, these 5. So I'm going to delete them. So move to the trash. Okay, it wants me to confirm that that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Okay, so they're gone. So now let's go back to Logic. That's how you get rid of failed plugins. And look at Logic is running, it's ready to open. Good to go. And that's how you do it, rocking and rolling. Error messages on a PC is really a pain in the neck. Even on Mac, it's just a pain in the neck to see that when you start up your workstation and you get an error. A lot of people will just leave it there. You know, it bothers me. Some people leave it there because it's aggravating to get them to go away. So on PC here, I'm gonna show you how to get rid of VST plugin errors 90% of the time. So I'm gonna start Cubase here. So Cubase is telling me this East-West Opus plugin is not activated, which it was, but I deactivated it, okay? And I'm using the license over here on the Mac, so of course I'm gonna get this error. But I don't wanna see this every time I open up Cubase or Studio One or whatever. So to get rid of this, you want a PC. You need to, first of all, close out the DAW. So I'm gonna close Cubase here. I'm just gonna cancel and quit it. And then you need to File Explorer. Okay, so basically, I'm lost on Windows a little bit. I used to know Windows inside out. But File Explorer, and then you want to come to the C drive, and then program files. Older programs, older plugins, which really shouldn't even be working at this point, Windows 10 and 11. But you want to come to program files, 86. That's for older programs. The newer programs, you want to come to just program files, and you want to come to the VST folder first. And like these DLL files, a lot of them are associated with like Pro Tools, but you just want to look in here, and if you see it, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to just to delete that. But that's not going to make it go away. Okay, you got to go back to the program file folders, and you got to come to common files, okay, and you got to come to VST3 because that's the newer technology, okay, and then you got to find, okay, I'm looking for, I want to take Opus off, so here's Opus here, so I'm going to delete both of these, okay. Now, as far as Pro Tools is concerned, it's a little different. All right, so if I wanted to make something, we'll come back to Pro Tools. Let's just deal with Cubase, and this is going to affect Studio One and Reason as well. So now, when I start up Cubase, I shouldn't see that error. It should just open right up. See? All right, so let's just say I want to open up my BBC template. So it should open right up. Select the folder. It's probably going to ask me for one of these audio interfaces because I keep changing them. So it's working. So there we go. Okay. So that's for, again, Cubase, Studio One, Reason. For Pro Tools, it's a little different, okay? And I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. Let's close out Cubase. I'm gonna open up Pro Tools. Here's Pro Tools. Here's the same error message. And this is what I'm saying. That doesn't work for Avid, for Pro Tools. So it's the same plugin, all right? And it's saying activate, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm just going to quit, and that's what'll happen. You could quit and then continue on. But, a lot of people don't want to see that at all when they start. It's time consuming. You got to stop and keep, telling the DAW to go around that or bypass that. So I'm going to close Pro Tools, okay? So, and I'm going to come back to that File Explorer. See program files, and I got to remember now. With far as Pro Tools, you got to come to common files. Let me back up. I'm going too fast. Common files still, again, right here. This time, Avid, okay, and then audio. Let me back up. Sorry, I'm going kind of fast. Audio, I'm in the Avid folder, audio, okay, plugins. So now, you know, and you guys are familiar with these icons. These are the plug-in icons that everybody loves, that Avid uses. So I'm gonna scroll down looking for Opus. Now Opus has a folder here. So I'm just gonna delete that folder, okay? So let's just delete it. Delete. So that's gone. So I'm gonna close this and let's restart Pro Tools. And there you go. It's gone. So that's how you get rid of these error messages on a PC. It's a little different with Mac, with Apple, but this is how you do it on the PC. So again, you see Pro Tools is you know, it's gone. We're up and running. So it's a little slow opening up, but it's gonna open. Oh, it's just asking me. It's just saying the buses are different. No big deal, but there's Pro Tools. No errors, good to go. Mixer console was probably behind this. There it is. I'll move it over here. So there you go. So that's how you do this on a PC. Hope this helps somebody. And as they say on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.